Well, welcome everyone. This is the Cheaper Than Therapy podcast. This is my first episode. This has been a long time coming. I have been procrastinating and out of fear of my being on camera. So I've been thinking about doing a podcast for an extremely long time. And this is our first introduction episode to let you know this is just gonna be something I'm doing every week, talking about a little bit of everything. You know, uh, I'm nervous, so bear with me on this first episode. I'm gonna try to get through it. It's not gonna be a long one. This is really introduction to let you know who I am, what everything is gonna be about, and how this is gonna go. Hopefully grow and progress and be something special that I can, do for a long time coming. So again, my name is Roland Kerson. This is the Cheaper Than Therapy podcast, episode one. The introduction lets you know who I am. A little bit of background about me. I'm born and raised in Yonkers, New York, to about the age of 10. Then when my family moved to Hemingway, South Carolina. So a little bit of city, a little bit of country, and um, I've been in the South since the age of 10. So you know, I guess I'm a Southern boy now. Is what everybody like to call me. Um, so on this podcast, um, I'm gonna talk about things I see, I feel. I'm also a licensed real estate agent, so I'm gonna be talking about real estate stuff. I'm also a car salesman, so I can give financial advice. It's not expert advice, but it's just what I've seen so far. When it comes to buying houses, used cars in general. So I'm gonna just talk about relationships, everything that I've been through, and hopefully, as I grow, I'm trying to have guests. I'm trying to have a co-host possibly, if that works out to what I can make it work out to. So you know, and like I said, being from Hemingway, after I moved from Hemingway, lived in Florence for a little while. After Florence, Charlotte, and now I'm in the metro here in Columbia, South Carolina, where I've been since 2014. You know, just doing my thing, trying to live this life. So, you know, I hope everyone enjoys what I have to say, and I hope everyone chimes in. I have set up an email for this podcast, so if you have any questions, comments, concerns you want to email to, it is cheaper than therapy show at gmail.com. I also have a phone number set up aside. It is 803-509-3477 that you can text any comments, questions, or concern. Um, I'm going with my platform to be mainly on YouTube and Spotify. I will be doing, Facebook. Other thing is just that with YouTube, I can't go live. So all these are, kind of recorded for right now. And then hopefully I can go live so I can have a chat up instantly. So, I can respond within instant. But, when you email me or text to the phone, I'll respond probably within the next week's episode. So, get straight into it. You know, I don't want to go too deep into the first episode of what I'm going to be doing because it's going to change week to week, episode to episode. You know, I, people may give me a topic to talk about, and I may touch on that and give my opinion. And like I said, these are all my opinions. Nothing is necessarily quote unquote 100% fact. These are my opinions, and some people may vibe with my opinion. Some people may not. Some people, you know, may use what I'm saying to help them get through certain situations. Who knows? It is remain to be seen. So if I stutter a little bit or you see me looking around, bear with me. I am nervous. A little bit of camera shots, so this is my first opportunity. So any comments, feedback, criticism that you may have, please keep it all positive. You know, it takes a lot of guts to do this, to be honest, you know, because this is not necessarily 100% my personality. I like to talk. As you see, I got me a little bit of liquid courage to make it through this. But at the end of the day, you know, I'll be straight up and down as transparent as I can be with anything and everything that I'm going to talk about, you know. So I don't want to really jump into the heavy stuff on the first episode because, you know, I don't know how everyone's going to respond. But I do ask that, you know, for your support, you know, especially I'll be sharing the links on my Facebook, my Instagram, and my TikTok page. I hope you guys like, subscribe, follow, and share anything that you may hear or anything that you may, you know, want to talk about with me. You can always respond to the one channel. So I'm gonna do it, you know, just to either I say this ain't for me or I just get shut down. Hopefully it doesn't happen. You know, some people may have their opinions about why I'm doing this. It's for me. It's part entertainment. But at basis of part, it is my own therapy. Hence, that's what the name is. With the name Cheaper Than Therapy, because it's just me getting things off my chest. You know, hopefully, you know, everyone that does support and follow, that know me, will get a little bit deeper background to who I am and what I'm about. And hopefully, you know, this podcast will grow into something, you know, important. I know everybody right now is watching the football games. I know I got a Chicago Bulls hat on. I'm a Dallas Cowboys fan. We whipping up on Washington right now, so all you Washington Commanders fan, I apologize. It is what it is, but I'm not a delusional Cowboy fan. I know we could lose at any point in time. It has happened more so than not. But, you know, so this first episode is really just an introduction into who I am, what I'm about, what this podcast is going to be about, and what I want it to be. Like I said, y'all had to bear with me. I'm my own sound engineer. I'm my own video engineer. I'm doing all this by myself. I'm not paying anybody to do any of this. This is just me, some tablets, and my MacBook, and some equipment I purchased because I thought I'll give this a shot because it's something I've been talking about for years. So I said take the initiative in 2024 for myself to make this to be about doing things I ain't never done before, doing things, not procrastinating, doing things I said I was going to do and not put them to the back burner anymore for anyone or for anything. So, you know, God willing, this can be successful. God willing, this could be funny. God willing, this could be entertaining. God willing, this could be helpful and therapeutic for people who might be going through similar things. And with the advice I give on, you know, real estate and finance, hopefully people may not know certain things. I'm not saying I'm an expert, but I might say something that somebody didn't know, and that might help them out in the future. So, you know, with that being said, you know, this first episode is just really, really, really a hardcore introduction and to me. So, like I said, you know, my background, like I said, real estate agent, car salesman, just a kid from a small town, just trying to do something different in 2024. So, you know, I hope for all the people that I know will support me and enjoy this and chime in, like I said, and hopefully as this grows, I can have guests. This ain't gonna be, you know, a Club Shay Shay type thing. You know, it sounds nice, but I don't know if I want to do heavy celebrity topics. There's already a lot of people out there doing the celebrity stuff, and I don't know if that's me yet or not. But when I'm talking about having guests, it could just be everyday random people. I'm gonna have people in terms to real estate and just people that I know and that might know me and may want to just get on camera and talk and laugh and have a good time and talk about whatever. So, um, so I guess the first topic is more of an introduction. I don't know if I want to get anything to any deeper on the first episode. I asked that if when I post these videos, if you have a topic that you like to hear from me about or like to know something about, like I said, every episode I'm gonna talk real estate. Every episode I'm gonna talk, you know, a little bit about car sales. So every episode I'm gonna give you a little bit of those things, and every episode I'm gonna talk relationship, life, love, just whatever's on my mind or whatever I see or could be going through during that particular week or that particular time. It's just gonna be, crazy. So, like I said, I'm willing to take topic ideas. Like I said, the phone number to text is 803-509-3477. The email is cheaper than therapy show@gmail.com. So you can email your requests, your questions, comments, anything. I'm trying to grow this. So I ask you as my audience to help me grow this. Like this is something I'm not just doing just to do. I spend a little bit of money in it, you know, just to have some fun and try something out. I know people are gonna say, well, another podcast, somebody else with an opinion. Opinions are fun, but sometimes the opinions can lead to real conversations that can open up thousands of doors and answer a lot of questions for people that didn't know where to go to for answers, or might just take the advice and run with it and see if that works for them. But there's no guarantees in this, and my opinions and views are not gonna reflect everyone's or not gonna be in line with everyone's, and my goal is never to offend or piss anyone off. That's not who I am. I'm just telling you how I feel about certain situations and the topics that I discuss. But I think it's gonna be interesting, to see the people that I know, the people that I relate to, the people I interact with, to see how they're going to respond to this venture that I'm trying. Because most people that think I would step out on a limb like this and do something like this. But like I said, in 2024, I told myself everything that I put on the back burner for most of my life, I'm going to try to touch on and see if God could turn it into something that I never dreamed of. So, because I guess as I get older, I'm learning that, this life is short. You don't get a lot of days. And if you don't fulfill it with the things you want to do, then what's your purpose on this planet? So, I'm not going to say everything that I always wanted to do I've done. But this is one. This is one that I'm going out there. So, like I said, I'm going to be talking everything. And like I said, I really appreciate, and I really would hope people would send me topics, because at the end of the day, there's a million things I could just sit here and talk about for hours on end. But again, like I said, that's just, did anybody want to hear me ramble on for hours? I think people get enough of that every day on Facebook and Instagram, and watching enough podcasters, just people ramble, on different shows. So I want it to be a little bit more in touch and not just talk about the general stuff that everybody else talk about. So I'm doing this. I definitely would appreciate support from everyone, to like, follow, subscribe. Like I said, I will be, when I post a video, I will be posting the links for Spotify. I will be posting the links for YouTube. I will be posting the links for TikTok, and the Facebook. So, I'm gonna give you multiple ways to interact with me. Hopefully, people will take that opportunity. I know I'm not anyone special. I'm not a celebrity. I'm just, like I said, rolling from Hemingway via Columbia at this juncture. So, you know, this is gonna be the start of something hopefully special. Like I said, and hopefully as I can have other people come on that might can answer your questions about things that I may not know about, or you know, things that I can say that I'm not an expert on. Somebody else may have the answers that I don't. And like I say, even if I don't have a guest on, if you ask me a question about something, I'm gonna try to find it by the next episode. Even if it's not coming from me, I could try to have an answer. So, you know, so like I said, with this being the first episode, it's not gonna be long. It's just really an introduction, you know, because I want to see, you know, the feedback. I want to see the support, the love I get, because, and everything that people ask me to support, I do my best to try to support if I can. So I'm asking for the same. Like I said, I'm a licensed real estate agent. So if you're looking to purchase a home, invest in real estate, I got you. I know people may not trust letting people into their business when it comes to something that big, but trust me, I can't screw you over. It's not possible. Um, I'm also a car salesman, so I do my best to help you in that avenue as well. You know, so I'm here. I'd say I'm multi-talented in certain things, in a couple of things. And like I said, this podcast thing, I am 1,000% amateur. This is something I am trying with the minimum. I don't have high def 4K cameras. I don't have the best podcasting equipment. But I didn't want to go and dump thousands upon thousands of dollars into something, and I'm not sure if I'm gonna be any good at it. You know, but I believe in myself enough to know to try it, that I think I could do this, and I think it'll be something special. And like I said, that, you know, it's not gonna be a Kevin Samuels type thing. I'm not up here bashing anybody. I'm gonna talk just as much trash about myself and everything I've been through, things that I've done, and things that have been done to me. So, I'm not just trying to name drop to get likes. I'm just saying that people gonna expect, say, oh, is that what I'm gonna do? Or is that what this gonna be about? And I want people to know, no, that's not what this is gonna be about. This is gonna be about just having some fun and letting people get to know me, and hopefully this platform could grow into something different. It's real tough to get up here and sit here and talk for 20, 30 minutes to an hour when you not know what you're going to talk about, what you're going to say, and even how people are going to respond, whether they're going to feel it or whether they're going to subscribe to it or whether they're going to participate, or like it at all. But, at the end of the day, you know, this is something I am doing for me, amongst other things that I'm going to be doing for me in 2024. You know, I'm working on something big that I never thought I would do. But, as I get closer to that, as I get close to having that finished up, I'll let people know about that, later on in the year, you know, and this is just me gonna put myself out there like and never before, and I'm kind of a private person, but this is me putting myself out there in a way I never thought I would, and I got my own reasons for doing it. You know, I think it's something that I need to do for me to blow off some steam and to just enjoy life because hopefully I welcome people to chime in, and I welcome people if you want to come on. Just we'll have to work that out because this is I'm broadcasting live from a private my home, so that's something I think about. Allowing people into my home. That's a big thing. That takes a lot of trust, but hopefully, that's something that will come with time and with experience and with growth here on the Cheaper Than Therapy podcast show. So, you know, and hence that's why I name it what I name it, because we as black people not necessarily always gonna go to a therapist or pay for a therapist. But a little personal thing about me, I went to therapy for a little while. I didn't know how to deal with the death of my parents, and I didn't know how to handle those emotions. So I needed that for myself. So, but this is something that could be beneficial. And I found out, hey, this might be a little bit cheaper than therapy and just talking to strangers, talking to people I know, because these videos that I post are gonna go to strangers, to people who know me personally, people who are just associates. They're gonna go to family members. They're gonna go to deep friends who've been around me since I've been a kid. So, you know, this is something that I'm not taking lightly, because this is me putting me on Front Street. And I know when you put yourself on Front Street, it comes back with a lot of criticism. People can be cruel. People could be hateful. And I pray to God that I got a thick enough skin to handle that, to get through the negative comments, the negative feedback. But, for whatever reason, I don't feel like I should get any negative feedback because, I ain't saying I'm perfect. And I know there are people out there who may not like me. There are people out there who don't know me. It is what it is. So, that's why I'm really doing this first one as an introduction. Like I said, it's not gonna be long. I just want to see what people are gonna say, and what people are gonna ask of me, and like I said, I'm willing to open up, as much as I can, my personal private life, as much as people will allow, and as much as people will allow to open up on their personal private life, may ask me questions or may want to know stuff or just may want to have a conversation. That's all this is. It's conversation. I know people like, well, you don't have private conversation public, but like I said, to a certain level of discretion, we're gonna have these conversations. And then if anybody doesn't want to share anything that they don't want to share, or if anybody not gonna ask me something, they're just not gonna ask me. And if there's something that I'm not gonna share, I'm not gonna share it, unless I feel comfortable with it. Make sure it doesn't hurt, harm, offend anyone that I know or care about. So, this is something real that I'm doing. And like I said, again, bear with me. I'm editing these videos by myself. I'm broadcasting by myself. You might hear the football game in the background. Like I said, I got to keep up with my Cowboys. It's about playoff time, so So if you hear that background noise, I do apologize. I might have to turn the TV down a little bit lower next time when I broadcast the next episode. You know, um, again, you know, I guess tonight, I want to say, you know, thank you for hearing me, and I hope you support and subscribe and follow and like. Um, like I said, I'm not gonna get into heavy topics tonight because I don't know if I'm 100% ready for a big hour to or hour and a half of talking about anything. I haven't had anything in general to talk about tonight, but just more so an introduction into me and what this is gonna be about, and hopefully, you know, see if when I put this out there, people are going to be positive because that's what this is about for me. It's positive. Of course, I may say some negative things that people don't like in coming episodes. I may piss some people off. People may piss me off. Conversations may not always be pleasant, but they're not malicious. So when I may say something how I feel about something, you know, just think that it's just my opinion. You don't have to rock with it. You don't have to vibe with it. You don't have to believe in it. It's just my opinion. But there might be that one person that my opinion, it might make them think, something different. My goal is not to make everybody think how I think. It's to have fun and talk and get things off my chest. And hopefully people may get things off their chest. And like I said, when I start having guests, and hopefully my guests can answer your question. Hopefully I can answer your question and the guest not come on. Like I said, it's just only God and time is going to tell how this thing is going to go. I don't even know, if I'm, if this is going to last, but I'm going to give it my shot because if I don't, I don't want to live anymore with what else because I can promise you I've been talking about this for 6-7 years to people that's close to me, and it all hemmed from one of my favorite podcast shows I love to watch, the Corey Holcomb 5150 show, or I also came from the idea of watching First Take and Undisputed, and I'm like, man, I can sit up there and just talk, but I don't think it's not as easy because I've been plotting on this for a long time, and it ain't as easy as it looks. Yeah, it's easy to talk, but it's not as easy to put yourself on Front Street and get ready for the bullets and the arrows that may come at you for your opinions and what you may say. So like I said, we gonna talk. I'm gonna talk sports. I'm gonna talk love. I'm gonna talk relationships. I'm gonna talk finance. I'm gonna talk everything. It just week to week is gonna be something different. Um, so I definitely do hope you guys enjoy. I hope you understand that, I'm not up here being a douchebag. I'm just up here for me. And I want everyone that becomes involved with this to understand that this is fun. It ain't gotta be so serious. I'm not trying to put anybody down. I'm just trying to have some fun because we sit and talk with each other every day in our workplaces, at home, with our family, our friends. We talk every day and talk about the craziest things. So I just was like, hey, let's have these conversations on the internet, and I want to talk to people I know, people I don't know, like even people I may not know from across this country that may follow me. I look forward to that type of interaction because it's different, you know. Being from here in South Carolina, you don't get certain opportunities. So Like, I'm just getting ready for what may come. Um, I hope you enjoy. I hope you give me that feedback that I'm asking for. You know, it'll be fun. To see which one of my family and friends and associates hit me up via email, via text, and ask me, say, "Hey, I want to hear your perspective on this. Hey, what's this about real estate? Hey, what's this?" You know, I'm just trying to do my best to answer any questions and enjoy the platform that I'm opening up for the first time, allowing people into my life. So again, I'm gonna tell you, um, this is me. This is the Cheaper Than Therapy podcast. My name is Roland Kerrison, and again, if you have any questions, want to know any topics, or want to text or ask me anything, feel free to email me at cheaper than therapy show at gmail.com or 803 509 3477. You can hit me up via Facebook, via Instagram. The Facebook is the Cheaper Than Therapy podcast show. TikTok it's all the same domain. Like I said, I'm gonna post those links when I post the first video. I just gotta, like I said, I'm my own sound engineer. I'm gonna be doing my own editing, so bear with me. This first video should be uploaded sometime this week because I want to have something solid, for next week's topic. So again, my name's Roland. Thank you for tuning in, and you guys have a wonderful evening.